And we're going to prove it by having
Tales of the House.
Tales.
We usually do Truth or Rubbish first, so I thought, let's mix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tales of the
mix it
House.
up.
Quick little with what it is.
Tales of the House, I tell. Well, as you know, Dom, the presenter, lives with me, Ethan, the
Well,
guest.
I'm not sure you do, but
Well, I'm the constant feature there. James is.
I'm always there.
Anyway, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, so it's me, Dom, and James, regular characters that.
Comedy character.
Well, that's sort of mentioned every week. Regular
up
listeners.
there with Rowan Atkinson. I've always put you in that category, Dom.
I put James up there, yeah.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Entertaining bloke.
Face.
So, our first one, Cam knows about, because I sent him, I couldn't help myself, I had to send a picture or video, I can't remember.
Yeah, you did, yeah. Oh, I forgot I was going to ask about this, yeah. Do you have a spill?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
Because,
do you
I
wanna-
mean, it looked honestly like the remains of a hurricane had gone through your front
gone
room.
everywhere.
It was
Well,
everywhere,
when I
Dom.
came back on Monday,
Came back, I thought you were there the entire time.
no, I came
Funny
back
how that-
early on Monday or Sunday.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
I came back and thought I'd pop into Tesco. So when it's a reduced aisle, as you do, you know.
Cheap git.
And
Christ.
there was a lovely sort of chicken soup
Lovely.
on offer,
Yeah.
80p. I thought I'll snap that one up. Bring it back to the house. A few hours go by. Think I'll bung that open. It's, you know, don't want it to go off.
Like you've got to pry it with a crowbar.
So I just open it normally. The lid's a bit tight. I yank it off. I've never seen stuff go everywhere like that in my life. It goes flying across the whole kitchen. I'm coated in the
Can I
stuff.
ask, if I set the over under at about 4.8 seconds, would I be wise in taking the under on how quick it was for James to get downstairs before that first drop hit the floor?
No,
He was
Was it the
all three
under?
of us
Would
were
I
in
take
there.
the under and win?
no, we were all in the kitchen.
My back was turned. Nothing. Dom didn't even react though. He was like silent. I just turned. It was just like I just turned around, and disappointment in his face, and it's absolutely everywhere, smeared on the walls
I was
and
more
stuff.
gutted because it was there was a bit left that I had later, and it was the nicest soup.
Bit
It was
left.
so-
You still
it was-
used.
It was beautiful.
There's some left in the tub. It's not like he sort of scooped it all up.
Yeah,
Even James got to work. To be fair, quick.
Yeah, James. Knew
James,
what he was doing.
James got did it.
Yeah, both
Seen
of
it
them,
banging
their
that
hands
stuff
and
out
knees. I
quick.
think James probably cleaned up more than Dom did.
I don't doubt that for a second. You had James clean up your mess.
I was doing. Sorry, I cleaned most of it up. James did help though. God bless him.
I was watching Spurs Everton game, but
Yeah.
yeah, without I still don't understand.
Yeah.
Is the floor's quite sticky apparently from what I've heard.
It's
That soup, that
Sticky.
soup.
It's not from
How
that.
can you
Um,
leave it sticky if you've
It's not from a
wiped
few
it up?
millilitres of soup.
Because we don't
on
have a
the
mop
floor.
or anything. They were literally just getting like kitchen roll. And
Yeah, but I'd assume you moisten them.
What?
Why is it sticky on the floor after?
It's not.
because James
James claiming it's still sticky to death, or Ethan is.
James was telling me a little Humpty Dumpty story the other day. He almost had a great fall.
Yeah.
James quite likes to run downstairs.
Oh, the speed he goes up them stairs.
Runs
Up and
down. He skips a step at a time as well. It's like he's running like in the Hunger Games or something kind of thing.
Yeah.
Temple run. He sort of what he says he does. He runs downstairs and he says he likes to do like a little skid.
He does like 3 steps at a time. He's up there in 4
Yeah.
steps. I think it's about 12.
The over under's at 4.5 and it's wise to take the under, is it, Dom?
So he told me he ran down the stairs and he likes to do like a little skid. But this time he tried to skid and he couldn't skid because the floor was sticky. He said he like almost like fell and like crashed into the like kitchen side.
That's by the stairs as
Nothing
well.
to do with that
Yeah.
soup.
That's how far the soup
It's gone
got.
everywhere.
It was by the stairs. That's a
But
fair
it
distance.
went within 10 minutes.
How's your t-shirt by the way? That was covered.
Yeah, that needs washing.
You haven't washed it yet.
Well,
You've never used that
I'll
washing
take it-
machine?
I'll take
Oh,
my
man.
washing-
No,
I'll
you
take
don't.
it home every week.
Why
know what he
do
did
you have
last
a washing
year?
machine?
I'll take my
Instead of washing his underwear, he
Jump
kept,
his
he
armpit.
kept buying new ones.
Oh, to be. I mean,
yeah. That is true. not entirely true. To be fair, it happened once that I bought some new ones.
so
are
how
we
many
talking
weeks
about
did you
this?
buy brand new underwear because you couldn't be bothered washing them?
Once.
How
I
dirty were
went
they
home.
getting?
I was going home to wash them.
Time out.
But you're always here apparently. You never leave the
No,
house.
last year I was going home like once every 2 weeks.
during COVID, smart.
Breaking, yeah. I was going to say, I was stranded there for 4 months.
You weren't stranded.
I was.
You were not stranded.
Let's
Well, I
move
didn't go
on.
anywhere.
Let's move on.
Right. That's the only other story I've got.
Oh,
Is
no wonder you dragged that one out.
it's a good one, to be fair. Dom, you're a fan.
Right.
This is probably
He's
the
just telling you. He's not asking. He's telling you.
oh,
You're a
no,
fan.
I know what's coming.
this is the angriest we've seen James since the porn incident on the Xbox.
Explain that one.
Okay, might as well. I've got time.
Yes, I know.
So very quickly, at one time, Dom spotted James had like Pornhub on his Xbox browser.
How'd you spot that?
Because he typed in, I think he was typing in Put Locker to put a movie on or something.
Mm.
Types a P, Pornhub.
I'll believe it.
James was deny.
What were you going to watch? Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
No.
Crack on.
So James like deny, and then they sort of settled it. Well, easy way to sell it. Right, go upstairs, I'll show you. And it won't be on there, Dom. Went up there. He just typed in the P, not in the PO. Comes up straight up, porno, probably on his favourites as well.
Don't believe it. Dirty little bastard.
I don't know why he didn't own up to it. Made it worse, I think, by lying. But I do respect him for having the amount of balls. He must have seen it as well as you did, and still to go right. We can check.
Spaced, so he knew it was there.
I know that he's brave to go. He knows it's going to pop up. It's like, well, look.
Just like his interview last
I'd assume
week.
he was just in a corner. He was just like, look, I'm just going to hope it don't turn up here for some reason.
Just like his interview last week, he stuck to his guns, didn't he?
How did he find? Did he say?
He loved it,
anything
didn't he? To
about-
be fair.
Because he was when I talked to him, he was nervous about how he'd come across.
Yeah.
But I thought he came across well.
I did get some feedback
Still
on
by his
that
conviction.
interview
What do you mean?
from one of my mates. Because my mates actually were thoroughly waiting for that interview with James. Cause they think James is a good character. If they listen to Tales House, they know what James is like. And they wanted Cam with his gravitas to sort of interview him.
Thank you.
And I said, here's the long-awaited interview. You can actually watch it this week, boys.
I don't like where this is going.
And they're like, they found it very funny.
That's all.
They liked the bit about the man. I think one of the favourite parts wasn't even one of the questions about when you said you were late because you went to see a woman about a pussy.
That's what gets it.
But the only feedback they had was they wished that you'd asked about his love life. But I guess you can save that for a second, a follow-up interview.
Well, this is my first interview. You don't
Yeah.
get into a man's.
Yeah, I
personal
said, calm down, lads. Give him a chance. we're still a good laugh, and that's
Calm
the most
down,
important thing is. But anyway, right on to this story. It's called. Actually, I won't give it a name because it'll ruin the plot. So, James, as you know, loves his history.
He is a big historian.
Yeah.
Something we didn't tell you is
That's his degree, isn't it?
Yep. Something we didn't tell you is he collects these war figurines.
Okay.
Right.
Specific wars or?
Is it
American
Vietnam
Civil.
or American Civil? Right. One day James left his door open when he wasn't in. He usually always leaves his door open all the time when he is in, but he wasn't in this time. Me and Dom decided to move one of his figurines for a laugh whilst James at uni. So hours have passed. Me and Dom are in the living room watching The Apprentice. James
This house is. Go on.
James has come in after a very long day at uni. So me and Dom just sat there relaxing. We're out in the kitchen. Hey!
Steady on, man.
Pretty acting story. What the?
Shout.
One thing we might not have told you before is James loves to do his accents and impressions. He's doing an American one in this case, as I tried to do. James rushes.
Did you? Your Mickey was
about
back.
to
Was
do
that?
it,
I was just shouting. Anyway, James rushed into the living room where me and Dom are. You guys got something you want to tell me? He goes. He's straight.
When I interviewed him, he did say, do you mind if I, give my, who was it now? Reagan.
Oh
He
yeah.
loves his Reagan.
Yeah.
He went, can I talk like President Reagan? I went, I think we'll just start with you. Let's get to know you before we start doing that.
So he goes. He's straight to Dom because I think he always thinks Dom's a bit more of the guilty character, maybe.
Well, Liverpool.
So he goes up to Dom. You guys got something you want to tell me? Dom goes, no.
No.
Then-
You were American as well. You all play along.
Oh, sorry, Dom.
It's just the
Dom,
good, bad, and the
I'm trying to. Dom.
I just went, no.
No.
Yeah, that's yeah. Nah.
And then James just goes, what was General Grant doing on the
Don't
thermostat?
believe it. You went after General U.S. Grant.
General Grant, General Ulysses Grant.
Dom goes, I have no idea, man.
The thermostat is where you placed him as well.
Yeah, on top of the thermostat.
Don't believe it.
James turns to me, no idea. Then he points to the figurine. Look, these are off limits, no touch. These are not toys, they're figurines. This is what I mean. This is the angriest we've seen him since that instant. Probably even angrier than him, wasn't he? He wasn't happy. He laid down the law, to be fair to him. I was like, fair enough,
You
James.
were like, alright, this is, yeah.
We won't touch his figurines, especially not General Grant.
You can't go after USS Grant.
And then he sort of walks out of the room muttering, I can't believe it, whilst carrying his little General Grant back to his room.
So you know who General Grant is?
I've got, well, no, not personally. I guess from history of videos, I've heard of him. Quite a, big general, I guess. Be honest, I got very confused. I thought he was in World War II. Clearly not.
Oh, it could be, I don't know.
And I think it's quite a bit to do with the slave stuff.
I think it was the Civil War, to be fair.
Yeah. But no, Ethan
Did he
was
fight?
impressed by it. He was like sort of holding it like that and looking at it like
Yeah,
proper
we had a little.
close. It's
We
got detail
stuck it on
on
the thermostat. It's just, I love that.
Why the thermostat? What chose for that?
it. Just in the community.
Just somewhere to put it.
I thought he'll see it
And he
easily, at
loves
least.
And he-
whacking that heating on.
Does it?
Does he?
Yeah.
I disagree. I
Well, it was
could.
boiling last
I
night.
could slot him on the. I thought he perfectly slots onto the thermostat, and to be fair, it was a perfect place to put it for him to come in and go, "What was General Grant doing on the thermostat?" He's good at his accent, to be fair. We started looking up degrees. Went, James, sack off the history. Get doing. He loves his Irish, especially, and he's Scottish. Told us all about Scotland last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thrilling that was.
3 times it took me on the interview to get something from Scotland before we went off the accent. A lot of William Wallace were coming through.
Yeah.
God bless. Well, now we know. Now I know not to touch his figurines
Yeah.
if I ever come round. And don't turn the heating up.
Yeah.